Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 4:20. We got the peace out with the dog today. Everybody's out in the park. So yeah, happy Thursday, April 20th, 420, 2023. Just getting my gloves on. What's happening? Let me get you guys some music. How's everybody doing? Let's get everybody up in here. It's 420. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, enjoying the day, getting a little sunshine in with your weed. But just make sure you drink your water too. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you drink your water too. Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Let's see what we got going on here. We got Kenya, you first one in here. You already know the rules. You make the rules. You first one in, you make those rules. Good morning to you, brother. Hey, good morning, NorCal. How you doing, man? Happy 420. Hey, Holly. Yes, go Bucks. Go Bucks. Your team is lightweight. Not all having a great season right now. Hopefully, our playoffs. Hopefully, Giannis is okay. He heals back. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you. MVP. So we call him MVP. Yep. What's up, Inya? What's up, Ray Ray? What's going on, D Menace? Salute to your earn, my good brother. How you doing? Furpo. Good morning to you. Getting that energy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man, there's a lot of Raiders going on up in here. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's good. Get that energy up. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. You guys had your coffee, I see. That's what's up, man. That's good. That's good. What have you guys seen or heard in the news? Anything good lately? Anything we got to go over and discuss? Warren, what's good, baby? How you doing, big dog? Good to see you, man. Good morning, everybody. Milk, what's going on? Salute to you, brother. How you doing? Got our lovely views of the Columbia out here. You know, that's what's up, Holly. Cool. Yeah, I talked to her a little bit. She wants to collab with you as well too. I told her a little bit about what you got going on, and yeah, I'll introduce you guys and do a little collab. She definitely likes some ideas that we were talking about, and I kind of had some ideas that I think you and her would be great to collab on. So she's down for it too. So yeah, get with me, Holly, on IG, please. Happy 420, bro. Happy 420, D Menace. The Devil Dog. Salute to the Marines out there enjoying their day. They earned it. They deserve it. Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard. All of them be smoking, man. They deserve to have a little bit. Shit, we deserve it. If anybody do it, the veterans deserve it. Morning, Megan. How you doing? Morning, JB. How you doing? Yep. Salute Nation. For sure. Yep. Salute Holly. She in there. She worried about her team right now. Hopefully Giannis is okay. Morning. Morning, OJ. How you doing? How you doing? See what else we got going on. What's up, Seabass? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Get it in. You guys are active today, man. Salute to my chat, y'all. You guys are getting it in, hopefully. If not, you're getting these good views. What up? What's going on, Ben? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. I know you at work, so we need something to listen to. At least while you're out there making that bread, making that yada I mean. What's going on, Seabass? Turkey. Hey, morning. Yep, 2 miles down. That's what's up. That's the standard right there. Got to get them 2 miles in, man. At least. I didn't have it on an empty stomach, but I definitely I got it in on some eggs. My son made some eggs this morning. It's pretty damn good. Shout out to my little man. Like he in there cooking, and what I like about it is he's clean. You know, the opposite of clean is dirty. But sometimes dirty don't come in a bad way. You can have, different types of dirty. In the nation, we have a dirty that we call Dirty Raider. You guys don't know him already. He's the OG of NWA, the founder. He's in here getting it in this morning. Let's see what he got to talk about. Let's bring him on the show. Look at him. He already looking crazy. What's going on, man?
What up?
Salute to you. Happy 420.
Happy 420. Happy wonderful smoke day to all who smoke the goodness of trees.
Who partakes?
Who partaketh in the investment of herbal releasage.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, bro.
Good with y'all. I'm not working out today. Fuck that.
Hey, man. Y'all good? Ain't nobody gonna be mad? Shit, you take your break. You take your break. Just getting it in. Just getting in a little walk.
I can dig it.
Yep.
I may have to come up there a little sooner than later.
Oh, yeah? Change your plans?
Yeah.
Okay.
I may have to come up there sooner than later.
Hey, Holly, we ain't talking about the Lakers today, all right? We now we're gonna talk about the motherfuckers, man.
I want to hear this rambling rant that y'all. Oh, no, we're not gonna lose. Y'all lost. We're gonna lose. What happened? What happened yesterday, huh?
I know. Hey, I don't know, man. Hey, I don't want to talk about it, man. It's gonna be another game. It's gonna be. Hey, but you know what though? This just makes the playoffs better.
Did Morant play? Did Morant play yesterday?
Nope. He was out there with a grill. That boy had a grill on and some rainbow braid dreadlocks, laughing at the Lakers, bro. Like that was bad, man.
So y'all lost with and they didn't have Morant.
That's accurate. That's accurate. That's accurate and factual.
Sounds like a problem.
Yep.
Hey, lose another game to these niggas without Morant. It's gonna be a big problem.
Hey, did you see? I forget the little guard. I forget his name, man. Forgive me, but he got some game. But they interviewed this cat, bro. He had his chest out. He was bare chested with a flannel and some glasses and his chain. He like, yeah, we ain't. I'm like, bro, if you don't sit your little ass. He was thinking he was tough, bro. He was running wild.
Saying lose to these motherfuckers without Morant, bro, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off because he's done for the year. He's not coming back. He's done for the year.
Yeah. Yeah, that hand injury looked like it was pretty fucking bad.
Oh, it was pretty bad. He broke 2 fingers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he broke 2 fingers? And he cut that shit up. I saw he was bleeding and everything too.
Yeah, he broke 2 fingers.
Damn. I ain't never counting jaw out, but damn, that's out. If you can't use your hands, you can't do shit.
Yeah, you got 2 broken fingers, bro. You ain't playing.
Nah, you ain't doing shit. Yeah, it's gonna be some good ones tonight too.
Did he say Benter is my favorite content creator? Hey,
Nah, he said it's his favorite white boy.
okay. Stop that bullshit. We don't. That's what creates animosity.
Yep.
That's
Man,
what.
he said,
Don't be like, oh, that's my favorite. Don't do that. Don't do that. I would like to say that Ben's my favorite white boy, but I'd be lying.
Man, you know what?
But I can say he is my favorite crazy ass white boy.
Hey, we already went through the list of who we bringing. We're gonna call it who we bringing to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Who's the white dude you gonna bring that's gonna get along with the homie? And Ben can bring he can be taken to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? He smoked. I'm pretty sure he can play some dominoes. You know what I'm saying? He gonna know when to be able to eat, when to chill. He'll probably go to the car, take a nap. You know what I'm saying? He'll get that itis. So yeah, Ben can come to the barbecue.
Look here, you can bring one famous white person to your family barbecue. Who you bringing?
That's a complicated question, but I'm bringing Larry Bird. I'm taking Larry Bird.
You bringing Larry Bird?
Yeah, I got to hear the stories. To see if all them shits is true about if he was really talking all that shit. Because you know that motherfucker gonna hoop, and I hear that the shit that he talks is worse than everybody else. So I got to hear what this motherfucker got to say.
Man, this nigga, he ain't hooping, nigga. Fuck that.
No, I'll bring a young bird. I'll bring a young bird to the barbecue, and then yeah, that'll be who I'd probably take. Because I would say you bring like a singer, actress, none of that shit ain't gonna count. Because when motherfuckers, they start talking shit, he gonna be like, well, come on in, nigga. He gonna take the ball. Come on, I'm out here. He gonna got the ball in his hand. Come on in. So I want to see that shit. I want to see him doing that. Half mile play. What about you? Who you taking?
I'm bringing Eminem.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it. That ain't nothing bad.
Bringing him, bro.
Yeah. Eminem gonna go missing. I'll be worried about Eminem. I'll be worried that motherfucker gonna be stealing some people's shit just to be taking it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like, man, you killing me, bro. You killing me.
Marshall Mathers gonna come out. He gonna be like, man, where's my car? he gonna be out there influencing my cousins and shit, doing some crazy shit. No, I'm just playing. He's dope though. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm bringing him because shit. I feel like famous. You know what I mean? I said famous. I didn't just say any white. I said famous. You bring in one white famous person. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm bringing M because M respect the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? M respect the culture. And I think M will enjoy the food. No problem.
Right. Yeah, he'll have a little concert. You know what I'm saying? He'll rap, entertain everybody too. So that ain't a bad answer, bro. I already knew what yours gonna be though. That's number one. You got to bring Marshall. If he's in your top five, rappers.
Ashton said I'm bringing Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is not white, bro. I don't know if he's dissing or not.
Nah, he's Spanish, bro. So he's probably talking about the quinceañera or something. But nah, Davis all.
I said famous white, regardless, bro. That got nothing to do with Dave Chappelle, bro. He sneak dissing Dave Chappelle.
Hey man, tell you what, Davis the GOAT. Yeah, I don't know who gets honorable mention for you that you would take.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, because I already knew about him.
Honorable mention. I'ma go motherfucking Bill Clinton, nigga.
Woo!
Bill Clinton, bro, the first black president. Man, I'm bringing Bill Clinton, bro. You know why? When that shit get rolled up, he gonna be like, okay. Somebody,
No, he gonna be like, you guys really want to impact this economy or what? That's what he'll say.
somebody get my saxophone. Somebody get my saxophone. Hey, you know that's how he won the election, right? He went and played saxophone on Arsenio Hall.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, he won the election after that. Black people was like, oh, this nigga got sold.
that is a known thing for damn show, man.
And then, you know, his brother's name helped him win too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, that's a good one. John Madden or Al Davis. That's a good one. Those are good. I can dig it.
I would bring them, but for some reason I just don't want caskets around the table.
Yeah. Well, you know what he means. Like,
hey, look,
would you bring like a young gal?
Nope. I didn't say dead or alive. I didn't say dead or alive. You're right. I didn't say dead or alive, but I meant live because you can't bring dead people to a barbecue.
Let me flip it on you real quick. How about you had one left? You had one invite left, right? Would you give it to Mark Davis for the barbecue? Would you be like, come on, Mark? Mark ain't getting the invite.
Yeah. I'm not inviting Mark Davis to the barbecue, bro.
Mark looks like
you know why I'm not inviting Mark Davis to the barbecue?
I know why. Because he looks like that motherfucker that would sit in the corner and be like, yeah, this is nice. And be stuffing all the food in his backpack. He's like, man, bro, you a billionaire, bro. What you doing?
Man, you ridiculous, bro.
What you think? Why? Tell me why, bro. I'm just kidding.
Reason why I'm not bringing Mark Davis to the barbecue?
Yeah.
Too many fans are gonna bombard him, bro. He's not gonna be able to enjoy himself.
Yeah, that's true.
So many fans gonna get on his head, bro, about this. He ain't gonna be able to enjoy himself. I ain't gonna be able to enjoy myself. Fuck that. Bring Mark Davis, bro. If I got one more white boy I can invite. One more.
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Okay. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid as fuck. That's cool. I can respect that. If I had one more honorable mention,
Adam Sandler would be a good one too, Gan.
Adam Sandler ain't bad. Yeah, I fuck with Adam Sandler. Hey, what I like about Adam Sandler is that mug is consistent. He'll put out a movie every year. He don't give a shit. I'm putting one out every year on your ass. But nah, man, you know who? From a Trojan perspective, I would invite Pete Carroll.
Man,
I gotta hear what Pete got to say. I'd invite my man. He got a lot of history, bro. From playing in the pros, going to the USC. I hear stories about how he used to pull up in certain neighborhoods that was frowned upon to be in when the street lights was on. I'll put it that way. And he grew up in there.
I got a question. Since we ain't really doing a whole lot this morning, there ain't a whole lot of news. I got another question. Another question for you.
Okay.
I want to see where people's minds at. This is for the chat too. So I want to see some answers.
All right.
You can have dinner with 5 people.
Yeah.
Dead or alive. You can have dinner with 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
What 5 people you having dinner with?
Let's see. I would say number 1, I'm having dinner with that's an interesting question because dinner is a real big ass thing for me. So I'm gonna talk to Nelson Mandela. I'm gonna talk to Warren Buffett. Uh, I'm bringing in Gandhi up in there.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more. So I got my business taken care of. I got my spiritual side taken care of. Let's see. I'm bringing in. I'll say my last one. It's going to be a mix between, or a conflict between Malcolm X, MLK, but I already got Gandhi and I got Nelson Mandela. So I need somebody to make sure to keep me straight. So I'm going to bring in Malcolm X to end that shit too, because I got to have somebody to talk with Muhammad Ali as well. So I'm going to bring in Malcolm X. What about you?
Me, I'm bringing in my mom's dad, my grandfather. I've never had the opportunity to meet him.
Right.
He died before I was born. I'm bringing in my dad's dad because I never had the opportunity to meet him. And you know what I mean? I'm bringing in my great grandmother's father and his father. And then I'm going to bring in Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that'll be my 5, bro. The reason why that's the 5 I would want to sit down with, so I get an understanding of where I came from and what I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, I feel that. That's a good pick. That's gonna be an interesting dinner for them show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ernst said Michael Jackson.
That would be the 5 people I would want to sit down and talk to, man. Because like I've never met any of them. You know what I mean? I've never had the opportunity to meet any of them.
Yep.
And I want to know where I came from. I want to know my history. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny you talk about that because I'm starting to learn a lot more about, like background and family history and stuff, especially as you start to get older, you start to hear all the stories from the OGs and they don't cut no breaks on the stories.
my great grandmother's grandfather was an Indian chief.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
I
want to know what that life was about.
You know what?
I want the tribal understanding of that whole thing. As for her father, why I would want to interview him is I would want to ask him, bro. In 19, let's see, my grandmother was born 1910, right? So I would ask him, bro, in 1917, how was it to be a single father as an African American male to 2 girls?
Right.
You know what I mean? After your wife leaves you.
Right.
You know what I mean? For a white man.
Right.
Like, how was that? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and then you're a train conductor. So you're not even here all the time. Like, bro, like how is, you know what I mean? How was it? How did you pull that off? You know what I mean? As far as like my dad's dad, I want to meet him because he would tell me. I mean, if they say I'm everything like my grandfather and my father together, you know what I mean? I would want to see what my dad's dad was all about. Because they said he wasn't a nice guy, you know what I mean? At all. You know what I mean? Just really wasn't, a nice guy. But, I gotta see for myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? I gotta see for myself. Maybe I got a grandfather like Ricky Bobby Daddy. You know what I mean? Just thrown out of Applebee's, bro.
You never know. And you know what? Some people they get a bad reputation for being angry when it was a different era too. You know what I mean? Like my family has that same history type of background where I looked it up and some of it's painful because you start seeing where your family history starts at like ports like Cape Cod, South Carolina. You know what I mean? And then your family gets shipped to the South. One of my ancestors he fought in the Civil War. And what he did was he helped the guy that he grew up around. He was dying. So helped patch him up. He was fighting on the other side though. Kept it pushing. Well, that dude ended up living. And when the war was over, my ancestor, my great, whatever his grandfather, he was born to his father being his slave master as well. So there was a law that says that if you were the child of a slave master, then you're technically not free still. So he fought in this war. They kept him in the house for additional years. And he finally ended up getting a job working in the lumber business with the guy that he helped save his life that he was trying to kill in the war. And he got rich, big ass dude. He's a gigantic man. Didn't pay his taxes. They took his house, and he made some money by having these feet impressions in front of a big and tall shop leading up to the doorstep. And they contacted me, and they said, "Hey, your so and so ancestor has this. We just found it out. Do you want to come down for it?" So throughout all of that, I found out that I had a brother that I never met, right? He lives down south. He looks exactly like me. Never knew my father. He left when he was a child. My father left and ended up getting married to my mom's, having me. So first time I see this dude, I knew he's my brother because he had a Raider hat on. He lives down south. Don't know nothing about the Raiders whatsoever, about his father moving to California, you know what I'm saying, having a child that's a Raider fan. And the first thing that I see, I'm like, "Oh, bro, you a Raider fan?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. And I showed him my picture. And he was like, "Yeah, he's my brother." So you just never know where life's twists and turns will lead you to. You know what I'm saying?
So apparently my dad had 3, right?
Okay. How many was he supposed to have?
1, just me.
Okay. Yeah, same.
Look, bro, to the day he died, bro, this nigga refused to claim the other 2, bro. You know
Yeah, same. That's how my pop is. Yep.
I've heard, you know what I mean? I've heard other people say, even my aunties say, "Yeah, you got a brother and a sister," right?
Yeah, same.
I got a brother and a sister, okay? My brother, I've actually met. You know what I mean? I've met him twice, actually.
Okay.
So the first time I met him was the summer in Washington when I got banned from Washington. You know what I mean? And I met him because he lived around the corner from my cousin, and this was on some wild out freak shit. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah.
This is around the time people
was
the
leaving. 70s and shit. Yeah, it was back in the day.
Leaving Northern California and going up to Washington. Remember, there was a spurt where
it was
20% of Northern California moved to Seattle. You know what I mean? That's how Seattle got populated. Like, a lot of people don't understand, like, the reason why you see a lot of California teams in Seattle being represented is because for like, I think 20% of California's population populated Seattle. You know what I mean? So they moved up there because the jobs were coming in. Boeing was making big dough, and they was, you know what I mean, like, Tech Town was coming up. Like, that was like the birth of Seattle, the early 90s. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't know that the birth of Seattle really hit like the early 90s. You know what I mean? Late 80s, early 90s is when Seattle really, like, got a got a name for itself. You know what I mean? Where people were like, "Oh yeah, Seattle." You know what I mean? Washington, Tacoma. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
uh, around that time, I mean, because she's from Oakland. You know what I
Okay.
mean? From Oakland, and my
Yeah.
family's from Palo Alto. It just so happened, it was an area that everybody moved into. You know what I mean? It was in Tacoma. You know what I mean? The ones who came in that had jobs that
Yep.
transferred them up there, they went
Yep.
to Seattle. Those coming in looking for jobs went to
Yep.
Tacoma. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because they were closer to the ports of Tacoma, which were
And
like fairly
Boeing too.
ports. You know what I mean? They were fairly new ports
Yep.
in in Tacoma, so they were hiring more than the ports in Seattle.
Right.
Ports in Seattle had already been established, but now they were starting to, really the paper mill was really starting to take off in the '80s for Tacoma.
Yep.
So they started hiring, and there was jobs available and stuff like that in Tacoma. Not as good as the ones in Seattle, but better than the ones that were here in California.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
uh,
Because everybody was burnt out on Alameda out there too. Yep.
exactly. So people started transferring up here, getting better jobs and things of that. I mean, not up here. I'm in Southern Cal,
Right.
but anyways, amazing how you can start telling a story and it can lead to other history points. That's crazy. By the way, it's also a mental health check. When I'm not working out, it's a mental health check. So this is exercise, workout, and mental health workout as well.
Oh yeah.
Just having a conversation, because the reason why I had brought that up is because I've been trying to figure myself out, you know what I mean, throughout life. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, if I could have that dinner, you know how much easier it would be to know who I am, you know what I mean, and where
Yeah.
I came from and why I have the issues that I have or whatever. That shit would be
Right.
so nice. But
You know,
anyways, I met this
I
kid, bro. We was just playing, you know what I mean, hanging out or whatever. And we had went
yeah.
over to his house to play with some toys. No, play Nintendo. We went to his house to play Nintendo.
Okay.
And when I walked in, you know what I mean, and his mom was on the couch, and she looked at me and she said, "Man, you look like somebody I know." You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
said, "Okay." She was like, is your father's name Joseph by any chance?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." You know what I mean? And
Uh-huh.
the kid I was, my brother, he was like, "Hey, my dad's name is Joseph." And she was like,
Man.
"Is his last name Parker?" I
Uh,
said, "Well, my last name's Parker, so I'm assuming his last name is Parker too, because my
yeah.
mom's last name is Rucker. So I'm assuming, yeah, my dad, because I didn't really know him.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't really know him. Like, my dad died when I was 30. I want to say 35. I think my
Okay.
dad
Okay.
died when I was 35. Within
Okay.
35 years, bro, of my life, I only seen my dad maybe four or five times, bro, that I can
Yeah.
remember. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Man.
so, yeah, I only seen him like 4 or 5 times that I can remember.
Right.
3 of them times wasn't until after the age of 18.
Mm.
You know what I
Mm.
mean? So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
um,
You know what? I tell you what, I really feel you on that story, because you sound like my older brother, like for real, not like just talking shit. Like my older brother and I have had this conversation. We just hit the mile and a half point. So me and him talked, right? So me and my father, we share the same name, right? So he was looking me up, and he found my father. So the awkward conversation that he had, thinking that it was his brother, was with his father, right? So my dad calls me, and he's like, "Hey, you got a brother. I'll talk to you later." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "Yeah, he gonna call you if you want his number." I'm like, "Hell yeah." So I'm the type of person that I lived through a life of torment with my father, and I just don't let it get to me. You know what I mean? Like, it took me years to be able to process that and understand. But when I say you sound like my brother, I talked to my brother for the first time, and he was like, "Bro, like, I'm the only one in my family. I've always wondered why I be angry, or I act this way, or I act that way, and I never had any answers." And so I had to explain to him our whole family history. and his mind was just blown. He was like, that's where I get X from and Y from and Z from. It's not all bad, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, we athletes, you know what I'm saying? We alphas. You know, every single man in our bloodline is built the same way. I was like, so you just got to learn how to process that shit and don't take it out on nefarious type of behavior. And it was crazy because I feel you, like the way that you talking about, like you were just hungry to understand that. My brother, shit, at the time he was like 40, 45, you know what I'm saying? So he lived 45 years without never knowing what his father looked like. So I was like the historian. I had to give him the whole background from Cape Cod all the way up to then, because where he lived at was where he still lived down south, where they were getting ready to, you know, memorialize our great grandfather's feat. So I had to tell him that shit too. So it was just a lot for him to take in. So I feel you. It's always good to have that person you can talk to and tap in. And if you don't have it, it's rough, because you're never gonna really understand where you come from and how you feel about certain situations. Maybe like, because like now I know, like when I get upset, I'm like, okay, I can't get upset like my dad, because I know how that motherfucker gets, and I get my anger from him. So, and I know I have my patience from my mom. So once you understand that type of DNA, a part of you, you know, it does be therapeutic for you. And I think it helped my brother. And I hope somewhere along the line, you have somebody that be able to give you some insight about that too. Auntie, somebody out there, cousins, they gonna pop up.
Pizzle, you know what? That makes, you know what I mean? Hopefully that explains to you guys why I am the way I am with my kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why I am the father I am. You know what I mean? Because
for sure.
I wish my dad would have been my best friend, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, at least, not even if my best friend, but if at least something to model myself after.
Right.
That would have been cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would have been cool as shit.
Yeah.
But that's not that's not what took place.
You know what? For me too.
The greatest lesson of all.
Yeah.
How not to be like him.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I mean?
I was just about to say that because I experienced the same thing, and I was like, you know what, man? That's why when I look back on shit, I could never just do nothing half-assed. I had to be the first. I had to top everything in whatever it was, and I had to take a deep dive into why that was, what made me different, because I got relatives, and some of them work the same way, some of them aren't, you know. And I was like, what makes me different mentally than those guys? And it always comes down to not having my father around. I had male role models, I had uncles and cousins and everybody, you know, to keep me around, but not having your father in your life is a lot different and in a different perspective for a male, because you have to figure everything out. And I think that was a big decision or reason why I joined the military. Like, I had to learn how to be a man through trial and error. So because what I wanted was, I was like, look, I want to learn every single thing there is about this life game, about being a man, being a father. So that way, when my kids are this age or they're growing up, they have all the game. Because if I had that shit, I don't know. I figure I may be lazy. Who knows? We may be a different type of person. We may be, if we were spoiled. I see some other kids that I grew up around with their fathers, and some of them aren't. They're not as driven like me, you know, because they didn't have to go out and work like we probably did at a young age, and being under a single mother, and also having to be the male of the house. I'm pretty sure you had to do the exact same things, you know what I'm saying? So it can get to that point to where you want to find that out, and it drives you, and that's what makes us good fathers, bro. You know, so I'm very cognizant of that when I see and how I interact with my kids, and how I see how you interact with your kids. You're very cognizant of making sure that they get the attention and the time, because once this is cut off, I'm all about making sure that they're getting whatever they need.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My older cousins, and
Yeah.
the OGs on the block raised me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yep.
And the
Same.
OGs
Yep.
on the block. See, this is where this is where I argue with people when they say nobody wants better in the hood. Never have, never will. Right?
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. Nah.
I mean, that's
Nah.
bullshit because you know where I grew up, bro. When the older cats, you know what I mean, be it hood, be it guys who go to work, you know what I mean, just whatever. Guys who don't go to work but just be, you know what I mean, just like the OGs, the hood cats, bro. Like,
Yep.
you know, there was a house at the end of my corner, bro, and there was some OG cats, and they would be in there every day, 4:00, you know what I mean, playing dominoes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every day,
Yep.
4:00, playing dominoes, got their joints rolled up, everything, right?
Yeah.
And they be in the driveway, just chilling, garage up. And they would let me play dominoes.
Right.
But they wouldn't, you know what I mean? They wouldn't smoke around me or whatever. But
Yeah.
motherfuckers had jobs, you know, city jobs and shit like that.
Sure.
Coaches at high school, shit like, you know what I mean? Just jobs, like construction, whatever they worked, right?
Yeah.
But they was also hood niggas. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Also hood niggas.
Yep.
But they would not let me get in trouble.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? They would not let me get in trouble for any, you know what I mean, for any reason. I could, you know what I mean, no hoods, no none of that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really start gangbanging till high school. And even then, I can't even say, like, I wasn't going out doing no drive-bys or nothing like that.
Yeah, you are putting in work like that. Yeah, get you bagged up. Yeah.
Look, bro, for me, love my hood to death, bro. But one of the things that we always prided ourselves on, bro, it's got to be more than just the fucking color. It's got to be more than. It's got to be a reason more than just the fucking color of the flag that you have for me to want to kill you, bro. Like,
right.
Because it doesn't make sense to just be over a color. It's got to be something more. It's got to be something more. I've always looked at gangsters as, you know what I mean, and this is just from my perspective, maybe not anybody else's. I've always given respect when respect is due to be given.
Right.
I mean, if you see me and you hit me up and just go like that, cool. I'm gonna just do the same thing. You didn't hit me with your hood or nothing. You just saw me, you looked at me, you gave me the what's up. So I'm gonna hit you back with what's up. Ain't no reason for me to. You didn't hit me like that. That's disrespectful.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you just give me the simple nod and I hit you, that's disrespectful.
Right.
Whatever happened to me at that point, bro, I got that coming for the disrespect.
Right.
And I've always been like that, bro. There's got to be something more than just the color for me to want to, you know what I mean, take it that far. There's got to be something more, you know.
That's the way it should always be in life. I mean, there's rules to everything, you know, and even in the worst of worst and the best of best, there's rules in every single thing that you do, and it just depends on if you playing them the right way or not. If you play the rules the right way, you live as a gangster. You know what I'm saying? If you banging and you do whatever you're gonna do, then shit. If you living your shit by the rules and you doing it the right way, it's not to say that you gonna have 100% a surety that nobody's gonna retaliate on you or fuck with you. But some people do it for, like you said, the feeling of oneness. You know what I'm saying? Feeling of your neighborhood and representing that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, where I came from, we didn't have gangs like that. We just had in the Bay. It's like you already know, it's where you live at, because you can't go to certain areas. You can't go if you live on the south side. You can't go to the north side. You know, unless you talk to some people. You know what I mean?
That's like East Palo Alto was split into sections. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why Devontae be like, I'm from East Palo Alto.
East Palo Alto.
East Palo Alto.
You know, you could have been from the Ville. You could be from the Gardens. Midtown.
What up, Black and Gray?
You know what I mean? So you could be from any one of those three, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Sometimes you have to specify.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know, for us in the Bay, man, it was never like we wanted to be like a one trick pony. We always wanted to do like sports. I was talking to some of my friends back in the day, man, and like you never just played football, you never just played basketball. You was always out seasonally, trying to do that. And like you talked about how the homies would protect you and your family would be like, nah, man, you can't do that. I'm the same way. Like I didn't have, the normal structure of parenting, I guess you could say, but I had a lot of cousins and uncles and stuff, and they would make sure that they would just instill me with as much game. But I got to give respect where respect is due is with my mom. My mom was always the narrator in my life. She would just be like, look, I'm going to take you over here and I'm going to show you what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? And show you these motherfuckers that, your friends' parents that you grew up with. Look, they over there in them crack houses. You know what I'm saying? And she wouldn't cut no strings. She would make sure I saw the real for what was real. And so with that, she would also take me out, and I mean spend gas money to take me out to like the hillsides. You know what I mean? And like we didn't have no money to our name, but she would take me out to go say, okay, this is what a mansion looks like, son. You know what I'm saying? We live over here, but if you do something else with your life, you can be over here, and I'm gonna take you to it. So that's where I really got a lot of my inspiration to just not do shit, because I was like, couldn't nobody tell me shit. They'd be like, oh man, you want to do this? Nah, motherfucker. If not, that's gonna get you on them crack houses over here. That's gonna get you over here on this corner, or that's gonna get you over here locked up. She didn't hide nothing. I remember my uncle came in from prison. He still had this. I thought this motherfucker broke out. I didn't know they just so he didn't have no clothes. You know what I'm saying? Change out on. His hair was all wild and shit. And my mom was like, hey, nah, you need to come see this. You know what I'm saying? She never hid nothing. It was always 100% raw. I wouldn't say I'm trying to do that to my kids, because now I tell my kids, you ain't gotta work as hard, because what I was trying to do was work to get my mom out of that situation. I'm cool. You work for yourself now. You can do what you gotta do, and I'm good. You ain't gotta, get me out of whatever situation no more. So that's the one thing I look back on it as a good lesson that I'm proud to take away from it. Because man, if I didn't see that shit, I would be naive as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I saw everything for what it was.
Yeah, I seen everything in life that needed to be seen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I know what moms did. You know what I mean? And like I said, my mom took me to Egypt, bro.
What?
Oh yeah, bro. My mom took me to Egypt for a whole month.
Wow.
Yeah, she took my brother when he graduated high school. She took him to France for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But she took me early so I could see, other options. She took me while we were still in the hood. You know what I mean?
Man, bro. See, that's what's up, man. Shout out to your moms, bro. For real, man. My
mom
dope, bro.
made my clothes too, Pistol. My mom made me a motherfucking MC Hammer jumpsuit, bro, when we went to the concert. Bro, I had the baggy pants with the jacket that you remember. I know y'all remember the jackets Hammer used to wear. You know what I mean? It was almost like it wasn't a full jacket. He used to cut right here.
Oh yeah.
I think I had the whole fit, bro. Shoes and everything.
Yep.
Seats down, bro.
Yeah.
But gotta get ready to head into the house and take care of daddy duties, man.
For sure. Just finish these 2 miles.
You know what I mean? I don't know when I'm coming back, bro. It's been a hectic week here,
For
sure. Because my wife's had to work damn near every night this week. You know what I mean?
I got you. Just let me know what you need. I got your back. If you need me to cover some time, I got some time later on. I could probably devote to it, but we probably won't do nothing tonight. I don't know. I'll talk to Ern and see. It's 4:20. The game is going, so we may do a show tonight. We may not. I don't know. We'll tap in and see. But this will be the day that we get some crazy ass news when we're preparing to just take it easy today. But man, you deserve it, bro. Take your time, man. Ain't shit going on really. It's the perfect time to take that opportunity too.
But it's still the lack of being there. You know what I mean?
Getting them reps. Yeah, getting that rep.
Yeah.
You getting the rep right here. You getting the reps right here though.
I know. I mean, at least I've been on every morning this week. You know what I mean?
All right, Warren. We'll do a show today.
At least I've been on every morning this week. But yeah, maybe
bro.
I'll try and slide in tonight to end out the 4:20. You know what I mean? For an hour or two. You know what I mean?
420 ain't the same like it used to be though, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't hit like it used to.
Because
I
it's
think it's
legal
just
now.
'cause yeah, that too. That too. Yeah.
Because it's
Yep.
legal now.
Yep,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah. Nah, man. I'll probably roll up a little something, get it ready for the day. I got some good. I got to stop hitting them fucking
Hey,
dabs, man.
today is a big day for the cannabis world. Those who own shops or whatever. This day money making day.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you.
This is deal day. This the best deals of the year inside
It
of
is.
the legal shops. You know what I mean? Today is the
I
best
mean,
day for the deals.
I'll put it like this. I mean, you ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people that be coming in. The sad part about it this year, bro, is that the prices is so fucking cheap because the legal farmers getting their ass whooped right now by the non-legal farmers. So, bro, it's just scarce to get good ass weed up in the Pacific Northwest right now. Like they really running on dry supply.
Bro, my shop is buy an ounce,
Yeah.
get an ounce for half price today.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Look at this. This what Ben said too. Getting an ounce of shattered. Damn, an ounce for 80. Oh my god! Like I said, it's good for the consumer, but for the people that's on the back end counting them books, man, it ain't good. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose.
No, you all good. Yeah, no. I mean, it's deal day, bro. It's deal day. Buy one, get one. You know what I mean? And buy one, get one half off. It all depends on what you're buying. You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, you
Buy
gonna come up on some good weed.
shit. If you buy 3 cartridges, you know what I mean? Say you go and buy 3 cartridges of the Stizzy, bro. They're giving you 2 free. So you leave them with
Man,
5 cartridges.
hey,
You know?
what you think of them stizzies, man? You like them shits?
The ones that are real Stizzies, yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, yeah, that's perfect. The ones that I remember when they first came out, they had some good ones. This other farm called, if you ever get your hands on this vape company called Legion of Bloom, their shit is fire too. They hella good.
Yeah.
Hella good. I don't really fuck with the vapes too much though. I try and stay away from too many of them. I'll bring it when I'm traveling. They are good to have though when you just moving. Ooh, see, look at that. You got that good. That ain't no wreck shit. That's somebody's damn basement and shit.
That costs 60.
Yeah, god damn. Yeah,
That 60.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, bro. That's some fire. You gotta have that on your arsenal though. You know what I'm saying? I have like trucks full of weed just in case. And I always thought it would be dope one day to have a podcast, like a live show, and just have a trunk full of weed. Just have a guest just pop open whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Just take a little gift box with them. Because once I heard Joe Rogan was doing that, I'm like, that's next level shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That is next level. You got a whole trunk case, treasure chest full of weed? Okay.
I'm like, man, shit, I'm about to pick up 5 of those, bro. That was 60, bro.
Yeah, you got to come back for that. And it looked good too. It looked good. It didn't have no broken nugs up at the bottom. I was looking at that. That shit looked good. Yeah.
But
damn.
Love you, bro. I'm gonna let you finish.
For sure.
Show.
Love you, man.
As y'all see, you can't even see it. I didn't zoom in, but I finally got the sticker up. You know what I mean? As I said, fuck who hates you, who fucking loves you. If I got time, I'll check in with y'all later, bro.
All right, big dog. I'll see you later, man. Hey, your team gonna win tonight or what?
We'll find out.
All right, bro. Hey, man, I'll holler at you later on, man.
Yes, sir.
That's my good brother, Dirty. Yeah, man. Happy 420, y'all. Happy 420. Man, been smoking since 42. Man, I know me and Gabe was chatting last night. And D Menace actually too. Right at midnight, I was just leaving. I was leaving the gym for my third workout, and I went over to the gas station to go get some gas. And I saw Gabe's video. It was like 12:19. He was like, "Happy 420." I was like, "Yep, I got you." So we all showed our picture of our jar of weed, got to smoking. So yeah, I started smoking. I started hitting the weed last night. The weed started hitting it last night. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Good vibes, y'all. Good vibes. Um, oh yeah, I don't blame you. I can't do all that new shit. Y'all be talking on the breezy on the battery. Oh boy, you a fool, boy. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, man. It when you work out, the thing about when weed and working out is it has such a harmonious relationship with each other, in my opinion. Especially when you're doing cardio, like long term cardio, like for an hour at a time. A little caffeine and a little bit of weed. I'm trying to tell y'all, it is the best thing to do, best thing to do. Yeah, smoke out hour starts at noon. Okay, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'll pop through, smoke with your boy one time. Uh, yeah, I'll roll up a couple of them, man. But yeah, like I said, I was trying to get off the dab. If you ever see me with the thing called the Puffco, um, it's it is deadly. Like the Puffcos are so damn efficient. You can smoke on them damn things and put your dab in there and no one will know that you're smoking. Like it'll have like a little bit of smell, but it's so efficient. It's so efficient, and it gets you almost too high to the point to where you just want to sit down and go to sleep, and you got the wrong strain. So I'm trying to get off the dab and just smoke more flower. I'm more energetic, more livelier when I smoke flower, and not the dabs for sure. The edibles same way. Edibles have me. I call them having a hippie hangover. So, um, but no, little back history. So if you guys didn't know, it is very derogatory if you call cannabis marijuana. Why? It goes back. Well, cannabis start. Well, the history of cannabis, you can go back, you know, 5,000 years. They're finding cannabis in Egyptian tombs. Not even in Egyptian tombs. In tombs that are called the Kushites, and right next to Egypt, there was tombs. So there's approximately 100 tombs in Egypt. In the land of Kush, which is next door to them, there's over 1,000 of these monuments and tombs. So they finding cannabis back then in these tomb sites and burial sites all over the globe as well. So we can go back to 5,000 years. But the reason why marijuana is a derogatory term is so in Mexico, and I don't want to fuck up the story too much, but in Mexico in the 1700s and in America in the 1700s, it was legal. People would smoke cannabis, people consumed it. You could go to the store and go and buy it. It was used for headaches, migraines, anxiety, stress, whatever. It had a lot of different things. It had it in a tincture. You could be able to drink it, stuff like that. Then they did the hemp act as well. And it was a low THC, but they used it for agricultural goods. So fast forward to the 1900s. There was a president in Mexico that was there for 30 some odd years, right? And he put up someone that he thought that can go up against to make it seem like it was going to be a fair competition, a fair election. And that guy looked like he was about to win. So he got that person put into jail. At that point, that person, ended up taking over and they had a revolution. That's where you have this big war that transpired. So at that point, people were migrating over into U.S. territory. So you have a big influx because of this war, the civil war that was going on in Mexico because of these presidents. They end up going to the southern borders of the United States. And so as cannabis was such a accepted practice in both countries, it didn't seem like it was a big deal until you started seeing a lot of ship workers and dock workers smoking it, and they start calling it marijuana to be able to block people from, making that a legal drug and to try and ban Mexicans that were coming from the border because of this war over into America. So that's where the propaganda, if you guys want to be 100% historical about it, We got to look at that. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my brown brothers and sisters that was out there fighting the fight all these years, and they've been having people call it marijuana. So the reason why they made that propaganda and called it marijuana was because it was for a defamation to Mexican Americans that were coming over from Mexico and smoking and consuming it. And as to this day, we still see that. We still see in certain states still where you can go to jail. You can get arrested and go to jail for a felony. I just had a friend that got arrested in a state that it was illegal, and they're facing 2 felonies right now. So it's still real out there. The penalties are still real. They're calling it marijuana. So just a tip, if you go to a state and you start seeing marijuana on some of their news or how they describe it, or if it's illegal and you see their law, it says marijuana, it doesn't say possession of cannabis or nothing, you may not want to smoke in that state, because if it says marijuana, that means they're still highly, highly, highly prejudiced against it. So you have to be cognizant of that. Also, I would also be remiss talking about on 420 that there is a very big change that's going on in cannabis right now with minorities and people of color that have been arrested for drug offenses, for not only just cannabis drug or all drug offenses. So tap in if you know someone that has been in that similar situation. There's opportunities and programs for them now that they're not telling the rest of the world about. And it's a shame. It's a travesty, because a lot of this public grant money is going in one door and it's going out the back door. And it's getting posted for public grant money and saying, okay, we're going to give it to Blacks and Mexicans if you live in this area for this time period during the drug era, and you or a family member has been arrested for a drug offense, or you have a low income, or you've been arrested for a drug offense yourself, you can actually be an owner of a business now. You can own a cannabis franchise. You can own a cannabis company. So if you don't know about that, just look up whatever state that you're in and type in the word social equity cannabis, EQUITY, social equity cannabis. And it'll show you the rules of engagement as to how you apply. Usually there's a fee. If you don't have the fee, they can waive the fee. So I highly recommend that if you guys are in those situations, don't be embarrassed. Talk to somebody about it. You can talk to me. In my personal life, I've helped a lot of folks in cannabis, so I can give you, whatever knowledge that I have about it. But yeah, don't call it marijuana. Do not call it marijuana around me. Don't call it marijuana around your friends, thinking that it's funny or that you're naive. No more. You're not naive anymore. You know that marijuana was a term that was propaganda that was used by the American government to deter Mexican Americans that were coming over because of the civil war they were having in Mexico, coming into the shipyards and smoking their cannabis. So it's cannabis to all of us. We can call it whatever we want to after that, but I hate the term marijuana when I hear it. And actually, the state that I live in Washington State, they've made that word illegal, and they've retracted that word from every law book. So when it says social equity in cannabis in Washington, it used to say marijuana. It used to say marijuana licensing. They used to have stores that have their businesses that would say marijuana in it. They had to change their name because in Washington State, they made that name, that word, illegal. Just as a term for cannabis. I mean, it's not illegal, like you're going to get your ass beat or go to jail for it. But they've made that term, that legal definition. It doesn't define what that green substance matter that has heavy residue of, THC on it and cannabinoids. They're not going to call it that anymore. Let's go through the chat here. Smoking on that PGR weed. Oh, don't do it. That turkey bag leftovers, that shake, yep. Have you checked out? Yeah, the freeze pipe bongs. No, man, I gotta I gotta see what you're talking about, Gabe. About those. I think I have a general idea of what you're talking about. It's one of those ones you just sit in the freezer, right? And you come back to it. I've done that before, actually. They say that about that. The reason why I stopped doing that, I used to put ice in the bone, but they say don't do that. Then they say just put the bong in the freezer. Don't do that. From what I've heard, I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But just advice. Um, I've been told that it's bad for your lungs to inhale that cold air. So if you're using a cold bong or with frozen, ice cubes in it, it's not good. It's an easy way for your lungs to get infected and for you to get pneumonia. Really, really good. Really, really bad. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Hey, there you go. 10:30 p.m. special tonight for the Raiders. It's a round table for the draft. Right on. Okay. What's up, Ralph? How you doing, brother? Bear came out. What's good, Spotlight? How you doing, bro? The Devil's Lettuce, dog. Yeah. Yep. The Devil's Lettuce. Yep. They did a lot of propaganda saying that it would make people do this and make people do that and it causes this, it causes that. I tell you what it does for me. I'm a veteran of the military and a lot of other shit, and it just helped me. You know what I'm saying? Just really helped me out. Understand my therapeutic needs that I had to be able to take to be able to make sure that I'm here today. And I'm very, very thankful for cannabis. I'll put it that way. I'm very, very thankful for it. Happy 420 to your boss, Raider. Yep. Marijuana. Yep. It's illegal. Yep. Yep. What's up, Queen? How you doing? Happy 420 to you. Yep. But yeah, man, that's our rant. We didn't talk about too much on Raiders today. Wasn't too much to talk about. We just did I wouldn't even call it mental health check. It's a homie check. We just check to make sure we all good. So it was a good talk. I'm thankful for Dirty to have these conversations and just get to understand where everybody's coming from. You know, is there anything behind the word reefer? Yeah, so they would do this propaganda called Reefer Madness, and they made like a short film that was called Reefer Madness. Raider Fontaine, thanks for that question too. But yeah, it was called Reefer Madness, and they would say that it would make the white girls want to go to jazz clubs and go and have sex with these black musicians. So they were worried about that. So imagine back in the 30s and 40s and 50s or whatever, they're doing all this propaganda and they're saying, hey man, you don't want to have your kids smoking that reefer. They're gonna be in these jazz clubs, and so it was a lot of stuff they did. So yeah, that's the story behind that one. What you say, Jesse? Just got done offloading 160 bags of concrete. Well, you be working, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro. To smoke out at 12. Yeah, make sure you guys are tapping in with Gabe at 12. He's gonna have a smoke out. I don't even think it's gonna be a smoke out hour. It sounds like this is gonna be a smoke out, smoke out, smoke out. I love me a good old fashioned smoke out. Like I usually it will be the maybe last or next to last person standing on these smoke outs. I have a good time, but I try not to smoke as much as I used to. Just before I get my workouts on in the morning, I do a little wake and bake sometimes. It's not bad. Yeah, it's filled with glycerin. Yep, yep. Okay, I gotta check that out. Okay, and you just put it in the freezer. Dope. Who did the Raiders take number one overall in 1973? Ooh, I have no idea, Pizzle, but that is a very damn good question. I tell you who would know is Baker Raiderette. I'm gonna ask the homie. She knows. Yep. I changed semi-tires on the side, trying to lift them. Oh my God, worm. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, get that bag, bro. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's always a pleasure. It was great hanging out with y'all and talking to you. Thank you to Dirty, like I said. Shout out to him for stopping by, talking about all things that was going on with him today. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, you popping in late, rewind it, go check it out. But gems for today. I heard a very good saying that we keep talking about and it was from Clee. His name is C Legal for the People, and he is one of the hosts that's on the Thizzler. The Thizzler is an Instagram show. That's a music company that highlights like the Bay Area talent, and he was on a podcast. This the dude that I've been seeing just grow up. I know him from my cousins and shit. They all hung out together back in the day when they were young boys, kids, and he's got a good thing going. He's got like a really good platform, a good setup for him, and you know he must be on the same wavelength as me. I don't think he listens to me at all. I think we just tap into the same energy of knowledge. But he said the same thing that I said a couple of days ago. He said, you know, use everything. Keep going, no matter what. Keep going. Keep going through the shit talking. Keep going through the negativity. Keep going through the business almost failing. Keep going through, you know, people arguing. Keep going through trying to make sure the bills are paid. You just got to keep going. Keep going. Keep creating content. Keep pushing. Keep working. Keep taking shots. Whatever it is, whatever your setback is in life, you just got to keep going. Grown men don't need praise for their job. They just do. Yep, exactly. You just keep going, keep pushing. So that's the gym for today, as it should be with every day. Keep going, no matter what you're going through, no matter what the situation is, no matter what people say about you, no matter how you feel. Keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing. Appreciate y'all. All right. I'm your homie, Raider Kush. Yeah, happy 420. Relax today. Stick to your diet, though. Don't try and eat nothing too bad. And John Matuzak. Okay, Matuziak. Oh, yeah, Matuziak. Yeah. That's right. And he only played 2 games. Maybe that's not the same guy, but I remember that name. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pizzle. That's a good one. Get that money, Jesse. Yep, you owe me. Yep. For sure. Well, hey, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And like I said, just keep going. Keep going. All right? Peace.